So this morning, I was talking someone out of a trigger. A trigger is when you're experiencing that like rabbit hole mentality and emotions around it. And teaching people to wake up is very similar. Because basically, this person argued with me for 45 minutes and yelled before I charged them with energy, and then they shifted out of that mentality they were in because your energy around you creates your thoughts. When you are in a mental spiral, the energy around you needs to change. When you're in the mental spiral, all you see is the mental spiral. You're gonna know, okay, now you're watching this, okay, I need to change my energy, but this person, okay, I really need to change it, but this is real, I see it, it's real. And it's hard to get out of that. You really have to develop a muscle. Spirit conveyed to me that teaching people how to become enlightened is just like that, where I'm like, look, the path is behind you, I promise, just turn around. And they're like, well, what if it's not? And I'm like, it is. And they're like, well, what if it's behind you? I'm like, no, it's behind you. Well, what if it's over there? Nope, it's behind you, just turn around and look. Well, what if it's purple? Well, what if it is? Just turn. That's what happens when you hear new information that doesn't really make sense to you. What do you mean I can create my own reality? I didn't create this. I didn't want this. What do you mean I'm not my body? I'm looking down, I see a body, then what am I? That doesn't make sense. I've been talking about a time where everything will really take off. And the past few days, I've gotten so many downloads. It's wild. Everything makes sense now. The hardest part is going through your day-to-day and not getting dragged back into the physical world mentality. Because you won't even know you're in it until you have spiraled. It's really being mindful. People who are Zen and practice spirituality in that way, they talk about, well, Eckhart Tolle said he didn't like the word mindfulness because it insinuates that you're using your mind. And he's one of my favorite people. Like, he brings me back down when I get really, well, when I was first waking up, he really helped me. I understand now that your mind is a tool when utilized properly. If you can have an enlightened perspective and bring your energy up, you can be in a deep meditative state, high vibration, and still go through your day and deal with people. You don't have to quit your job and move to wherever. Like, I think Eckhart Tolle said he sat on a park bench for like a year. You can function in society when this happens to you, because a lot of people don't have a choice. And so it needs to be worked in. This isn't something that's just for some people. Like, this is the whole world. The entire world needs to change the way it's functioning. When you listen to my videos, I need you to listen with a quiet mind, because if you're internally arguing with me while you're listening, you're not going to retain the information. If you have a quiet mind and as your mind kicks up, you remind yourself that that's just your mind and you listen,